Well, hello, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button, and I've got a bit of a haul for you. And I'm going to do it in two parts because I was going to make two videos, and then I thought, no, I just want to do it, and then there's other videos I want to make actually. Today's New Year's Day, so Happy New Year. I had lots of travelling up and down the country over the Christmas period. The week before Christmas, I went up to help with my mum, who had a heart procedure, and so I sort of spent that week before Christmas a mixture of looking after her and working from my office is my laptop. Then we had Christmas, then we came back down sort of the day after Boxing Day, and then we went to Surrey. So we went from the northwest of England to Suffolk, dropped off our nearly 17-year-old daughter, slept a night in my own bed, which was the only night's sleep I'd had in a long time, and then we went to Surrey to spend some post-Christmas time with friends. Whilst we were in Surrey, they asked what did we want to do, and I said, well, I didn't get the chance that I wanted to visit my favourite antiques warehouse up in the northwest, so I wanted to do that. So we did a bit of a Google search and we came across the Antiques Warehouse, which is in Farnham in Surrey, and we went there. So this first bit is the Antiques Warehouse. I think I did a little video. I did do a little video and I put it up. I'm going to add more bits to the description because the lovely lady who owns it, I had a nice chat with her and she was happy for me to film in there, and it was a nice experience to shop in there. So if you're anywhere like North Downs, Surrey area, I think it was near Aldershot or Farnham, don't know the area at all, but it's well worth a trip. It's a beautiful experience. It's really nice. There's two Elizabethan barns. One of them has been restored and the other one they're in the process of restoring it. And it's very beautifully curated. It's one of the nicest antiques places that I've been to. The prices do reflect that. This is like an honest haul and an honest review. So the prices do reflect that. But the whole shopping experience, and actually some of these things weren't that bad. We'll go through, shall we? First of all, get the big thing out of the way, which isn't junk journaling or slow stitching. It's, I think we were going to plan on putting this in our dining room, but having got home, I think we're going to put it in the lounge and move the one that's in the lounge into the dining room. It's a Tiffany style kind of globe lamp thing. We're not going to use, still got its bulb in it. We're not going to use the bulb. We have the nice old-fashioned bulbs, but it's really beautiful and it kind of matches. We have two sconce lights in the living room that were left over from the previous owner, and it's a similar, when was this house built? It was built in the 19-teens, so this stuff's kind of 1920s really. So it kind of fits the house. The house is like okay with it. So that's the best way to describe it. It kind of doesn't look silly, and we're trying to add some character for at a reasonable rate because the house wasn't reasonable to buy at all. And little things like this help. So we got this for £50. So that is quite reasonable. If you wanted to buy something similar, it would be more than £50 for a big lamp like this. So yeah, like I said, it's going to get swapped somehow, and this is going to go in the lounge, and the one that's in the lounge is going to go in the dining room. Sort of like that, really. Right, I'm going to put that to one side. There we go. Then we'll get rid of the box actually. We have another pile of bits and pieces that you can see. So my haul is a mixture of slow stitch stuff, junk journaling, and a vintage tin. You know I like a vintage tin. So here we go. We'll start on our way down. I've got a little pack of playing cards that weren't 30p, they were £5, and I got these because they're blue, and all my other vintage playing cards I've got a red background, but I quite like the blue. Now these are far too nice and old to do the whole, you know, like is it Shikuri art where you alter a playing card, and look, they've even got little drawings and things on. I wouldn't do that with these. I would probably just put them in a pocket as something of interest because they are obviously old They're very worn around the edges. They've got a lovely patina to them. So they are going to get broken up and put into junk journals in pockets and stuff like that. I got a lovely tin. This is wintergreen, which is, I don't know if you'd have this in other countries. I can't open it now. I'll have to get my husband to open it. I did open it once, but oh well, there we go. It's it has like a high, it's very mentally eucalyptus smell, and you rub it on your muscles when it kind of menthol salate capsule. So it's kind of like got peppers and things in, and it kind of has a nostalgic feel to it. I know a lot of the things that you might, if you've watched the channel, nostalgia plays a big part of it. I think as we get older, we get more nostalgic, don't we? So that's there. It's quite cold. I've got my hoodie on. This is a beautiful little, I think they would be it says a collar, but I actually think they would probably be for a wrist because they're too small, unless they were just literally the front lapel. But they're broader on guys, which is kind of like a cutout. I don't know if it's called that in other places, but that's what it's called here. There's just 2 of them, and they're very pretty, very delicate. You know, and I don't know if it makes more sense that they would be a cuff for a child. I don't know. No, that might not be. Or they probably are collars. But aren't they beautiful? I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But they're going to become something. I thought that might be something to challenge myself with. So, there's no provenance on that. I've no idea how old they are. I mean, I don't think we make things like that anymore, but there we go. So this is just a napkin, but I liked it. It's got this hand stitch cutaway business. It's been in this packet for quite a while. One of the good things about this place was it wasn't damp. A lot of antiques places, they're in old buildings and things are a bit damp. Not in this place. It was beautiful and warm. So I was happy to buy things that, you know, are not going to smell. Or is it just on that one corner? It's just on that one corner, but it is beautiful. Let's see. Can you see it's cut away? They've like pulled the stitches. That's so intricate. I would never do that. And just the edge. The edging is beautiful. That's lovely. Will become something. I don't know what. It will. I opened this one because I wanted to look to see if they were all the same. So these are napkins, and they've got like a mountain scene on them, and they just seemed unusual. It was £9 for 4, which is probably the most I'll pay for something like this. I wouldn't pay any more than that. But it was really, really beautiful. So that's what I said, the pricing is reflected just slightly in the fact that it's a really beautiful shop. But I don't mind, because for me, I don't go and spend the amount of money that I spent there every week. It was an occasion, and it was something that I wanted to do, and it was part of my Christmas, really. So I really just enjoyed it. We were there for about an hour. We went on to somewhere else afterwards. But the colours are slightly different. It might be that one was set in the sun. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Well, I do know one thing. One of these is going to go in the new giveaway. We're going to have a new giveaway. But I'll talk about that in another video. Okay, look at that. They're lovely, aren't they? Oh yeah, I've got plenty of those, so they can go in giveaways. That's nice. I've got a book that I'm going to turn into a journal. I don't know if this might be my junk journal July. I am going to do junk journal January, but not in the same way that I do junk journal July. So junk journal July, I'm sort of dedicated. Every day I'm going to do something. Junk journal January is going to be a lot loose. I've not even made the journal yet. I mean, some of that is because we've only recently got home, and then I just took some time out. I put that video up of the little walk around the antiques place, and then I just sort of switched off, really. But I like it. it's like a children's book from, I would say, let's see if we can find it. When was it done? It doesn't say, but it looks 1920s, 1930s-ish. It's that lovely cardboard paper, and there's some coloured images. So, somebody who lived in Sussex, Tiddlebrook or Tidebrook. That's very sweet. So that's going to become a junk journal. This is what I probably wouldn't pay this, but I really like them, so I decided I would. Okay, so this is £2.50, which is reasonable. Some of the others are not. There might be reasons why they didn't do that, or I don't know. Let's try and cut this open in a way that I can reuse the bag to save the planet and all of that. So I just thought that was really sweet. I didn't know if it had writing inside or not. Oh, it does. Beautiful. Look at all that patina. So this will go back in my ephemera box, and it'll get used kind of Christmas time because it is Christmassy. I just thought she was so sweet with her dog friend. That was very sweet. And then this is Easter. Chickens and eggs. I'm afraid that is what Easter is for me. I know it's not for other people. But we welcome all sorts here. Yeah, so like Easter. Oh, that's beautiful. I just love it. It's so quirky. Little carriage. What does it say? Oh, it's from France. France. It's got a French stamp. That might be why it was a little bit more spendy. That's okay. I'm going to scan these things, so that's why I thought they will come in handy. Even if I only ever scan them and I just use them, it's kind of worth the money because I'm making my own ephemera. So this is a father's birthday card, but what I really liked about it, and this is, I just like this more than anything. I just liked this and this. So again, it'll be something that I'll scan. I have no idea if I will ever be able to take layers and stuff. I don't think that's a bit beyond me. But and I didn't even manage to scan those things before Christmas. I do apologise, but that was because of life hit me in the face. Okay, so this is a cabinet card, and it was £4. That's about right for a cabinet card. The postcards are a little bit over, but that's really beautiful. She's like a young widow, isn't she? She's holding a pamphlet, so I don't know. In my head, she might be. I don't know. Is she an activist for something? I don't know. A suffragette. It's just really beautiful, and it's big. I've not like a big cabinet card. Right, here we are. We've got this lovely little handkerchief for £3. Oh, it's not. It's a mat. Oh, that would be nice. On I can see that you can cut that into different bits. They would be nice on journal covers or. Ooh. Yeah, that will be nice. Okay. That's my receipt. This is a nice book that will become a journal. This might be my junk, but it's quite big for a junk journal, July. That's why I think this one's nice, because it's sunny and it's small, so there's not like a pressure to do like a big journal page inside, but I do like it. And it's, you know, coming apart. It was £4. Probably could have got this in a charity shop for less, but like I said, it was just sort of part of being there. It's got really nice pictures. I don't mind actually if, like I said, if you go in for an occasion and you know, somebody's found this book and they've looked after it and they've put it in their shop and their shop is beautiful. That's why I don't mind the prices. I've got two things that definitely have got scan potential. So we have this, which is like a weekly magazine. Oh, and it's so beautiful. It was £4, which I think is a reasonable price for this. I love the patina. It will scan beautifully. I don't think my scanner's big enough. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'll have to talk to my husband. It's got lots of music, which is nice. It's also got articles, which is nicer. Like, kind of, look at the ladies. They're really nice. These cartoons are quite nice as well. So more, and then more articles. Just like even these things, just like as pieces of ephemera, they're really nice. More articles, and then the best bit is at the back. Look at the ladies and their hats. I like that. I don't know how well that would scan though, but that's like a nice print. And then these, look at those beautiful ladies with their hats. Very 1920s. Or 19 teens, would you say? It didn't say where they're... It's about 100 years old. There's no date on it. Look at the back. That's just beautiful, isn't it? She's beautiful. I don't know if that'll go on. Just so many really lovely bits. Didn't say... Oh! 1924! It's literally 100 years old. I love it. So there's that. And then there was just some music paper, which also was £4. And was just a few sheets of music. So this was a little bit expensive for what it is. But I bought it for this. Because again, I was like, if I can replicate that somehow. It's so beautiful. It's almost like I want to take a picture of it and make it smaller and make it into labels. I think it would just, it just looked like it would make a really nice label like that. Unusual, you know, the way it's laid out, but it would make just a really nice label. And it also has some of the things that I kind of do, like these dots sort of things that I do in my journaling. It's like kind of, it's just really, really, really beautiful. So, no date on this. But I think it's probably a similar length of time as this. So that's my haul of some really, really beautiful things. I thoroughly enjoyed it. If you, and this is where I've got this out, so it's Badshot Farm, St George's Road, Runfold, Farnham, Surrey. I'll leave that there so you could take a screenshot of it. So it's GU99HR. I will say that the sat nav took us to the back of the house, and then we realised there's like it's like a farm, like farm buildings and a farmhouse, and it sort of took us up the back way, which is obviously their way in and out of their house. So we had to sort of zoom out and looked at the map, and we came back round from the other way. So they do have online. I will put, when I put the thumbnail up, I will put links to their socials and to their website on there. Because it was well worth the trip. And they were so lovely and welcoming. And really helpful. You know, when you get good service as well, that's always quite nice. So yeah. There we go. Treasure trove. Seasonal treasure trove. So that's the first bit. Let's move this out of the way. because I didn't want to put 2 hauls out. So what I did was on the way down, we always like to take a host or a hostess gift. So we went to Waitrose to buy some flowers. That's not Waitrose, that's Tesco, that's Waitrose. Buy some flowers and a vase, because, you know, hostess gift. I always look at the napkins. When I go into any supermarket, I just look at the napkins. And these were quite reasonable. I think they were £1. You get these like partridge ones. Or are they pheasants? I don't know. I don't know my game birds really. I'm very much a townie. But they're all year round in Britain really. So you get 8 per napkin. And these, I think whatever context you use them, they're not necessarily very Christmassy. So they're going to go in my general napkin stash. These, which are very Christmassy, will go in my Christmas stash, which is going to be put away soon. And they're just holly. And it's quite modern, but I think they'll look nice on the book page. Just sort of as in the background. Again, they were £1. You get a lot of sort of imagery on each one. I don't buy single-use craft items other than napkins, and I've got some tape to show you in a little while. This was from Tesco's. We went on our way back, and I got some other things. I got some books from Tesco's. Yeah, £1.50. I think they'll just look nice again as a background image, like layering and collage and stuff. And the same thing with this really. I don't think this is particularly Christmassy. I don't think it's particularly any time of year. Might be a bit more harvesty summertime, but I just think that they will be useful. So I got those. They'll go in my napkin stash, of which I have cajillions. And then, after we went to the barn, we went to another place. I can't remember where it was, but it was in a similar vicinity in Surrey. I've got paper, which of course will get used. But it had like it had a mixture of antiques and vintage stuff, but also lots of new stuff. It was very like gift shop, kind of high-end Christmas decorations, that sort of stuff. And in their Christmas wrapping section, they had this eco-friendly, completely compostable tape. And this again was quite spendy. It was £5.95 per roll, but you get lots on it. How many? It didn't say how many meters. It says how wide it is. It's basically 2.5 centimeters wide. I've not got a ruler or anything, but yeah, that does look about 2.5 centimeters. Yeah, so we've got dots and this, which I think will be useful, just so you'll be able to stick odd little bits onto things. Very Meg journals, I thought, and I'm not really big into buying little rolls of washi tape. I don't know why, but I thought they were a bargain. Really, I know they were spendy each, but I think you get a lot of material and it'll last a long time. So there's that. Then in Tesco's, when I bought these, I bought 3 books, and I put like 50p in the pot for each one, so it's £1.50. And I got a nice selection of vintage, and this is a newer book, but it's got potential for pages and stuff. I'm always looking for book filler books, and that will be a good one for that. I'll show you in a minute. This one's really interesting because it's dance techniques. So the pages are really interesting just because they've got sort of symbols and things on. Would be great pages. Again, great for like backgrounds, masterboards. Just really interesting, useful pages. I quite like the front. So I don't know, could I make that into a journal? I don't know. Then there's this, the Conservatory Plants Guide. Again, it's quite a modern book. I would say it's like this century even. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's from the 90s. But the paper is matte. It's only the photos, like kind of, I'd say laser printed, and the paper's matte, and that's quite handy for using in journals. I've got some nice images that I can just cut out and make sort of faux Polaroid images and other things. I always like the planter images, and they don't have to be like printed vintage images. I can treat them, I can rub them with a bit of sandpaper, or they're just nice to like pocket fillers. Make nice envelopes with the bigger pages, but see, like these I could make like a faux Polaroid. And then the back pages, which is just all sort of information, is that lovely kind of cream colour and would make, again, great pages. And I have a project where I'm basically going to make 4 junk journals for my mum. I'm going to do another video where we talk about it. Basically, this thing with my mum really scared us all, and so I'm going to make these 4 journals, and for her to write things in about each of us specifically. Yeah, just as a memory thing. Yeah, she's all right, and I think she will be a lady who lunches for quite some time yet, but it was a little bit scary. So this is our final book. It's had a little bit of repair, done very nicely with paper tape. It's a wood technology book. It's like a textbook from, you know, like a child's book, and it was been in the Cambridgeshire libraries. Again, the paper's really matte. It'll hold paint well. It's got some nice images that could be useful. Would just be great as a page, actual make pages out of for a junk journal. It's got some nice images that you can cut out. That would make a fantastic tag. That's nice. You have to be careful how you took that out, but yeah, there's some really nice bits and pieces. It was well worth stopping by. So every time we go to that Tesco, I always have a look at the charity bookshop, and it's hit and miss. Sometimes you come away with amazing things, and other times there's nothing there. Lots of just, you know, paperbacks, that sort of thing, which is absolutely fine, because that's probably what, you know, I can't see anybody wanting this or that. People might want that to use, but I can't see, you know, these things are going to be in high demand by other people. So yeah, I always go for the slightly oddball ones. So that's my little haul. Lots of stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more shopping for a while. Probably not. Probably need to do a big sort out and start afresh. So yeah. So I will talk to you soon. I'm actually going to push through after I finish this video, and I'm going to do a flip through of my Christmas journal, and then I'm going to have a little tidy up in here and a little think, and then we're going to make some plans for the new year that hopefully won't get derailed like my end of year plans. But I kind of want to do a little review and a little think. I think I should do that with everybody. Thank you very much for listening. Yeah, it's been an amazing past 6-7 months. I'm really grateful for everybody. So thank you very much. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.